Hey everyone, I'm working on a PCM here, and this is for an Elantra Hyundai, and a shop gave me to clone the PCM. So this is the original, and the good thing is they were able to get the exact match. That includes the part number, and this for alphanumerical number also. So it's an exact match. This is the donor. So before anything else, I try to see if there's communication with this particular PCM, because sometimes these donor PCMs that come in might not be communicating. So I'm trying the on bench approach, and currently I'm using the OBDStar with the MP001 diagnostic device, and it has been connected, but we're going to see if we can read the flash and the EEPROM. So we're waiting to see, and it's saying that the reading is not supported, and we're going to do that of the EEPROM to see what happens also. And this is the ECM portion of this PCM. So far there seems not to be any communication, and it keeps saying that this is not supported. So the next approach will be reading it on bench. This is also similar to the SIM2K-250 video that I have. The opening of the casing to get into the PCB board is the same approach, but the wiring when it comes to soldering these A1 A2 wires is quite different, and it also has a bridge to be made along the way. So at least for the regular pins they are the same, but when it comes to the PCB board connections, it's slightly different. So which we've done that, we have the brown one as the A1, then the orange as the A2, and we also have our we also have the bridge, which I use a black wire that looks like the U, and there you see it, including the boot wire, which has also been soldered to the point, the third point. So I'm using the power supply here. At least this is more of a stable, since I have everything on bench here. So we go through the boot mode. We select, then we have the boot selected, and it says it's the use of the MP001. So we going through the ECM, because that was the purpose of the soldering. So when we hit on connect, it reminds us of that is the MP001 is meant for that. So we wait for it, and it's trying to read the pin code, and as we wait, it's taking longer. I will just have to be patient. Okay, so it says the reading failed. It failed to read the pin code. We try one more time and see, and equally taking the same time frame to read. there we go, it has failed. So that means this donor PCM cannot be read, so the cloning cannot be done. So at this point, definitely I have to advise the shop that the best way is probably go get a new PCM and then program. Hopefully that will take care of the issue that is on the vehicle, because I was called to do this because the original, though it was communicating, but it seems the fuel was not I mean, there was no fuel getting to the engine. So usually when it's when they turn the engine on, it runs and then shut off. And they've done all kind of repairs. They've changed the coils. They've looked everything that has to do with the fuel system. But unfortunately, nothing has happened. And also, since this is failing, it kind of also put doubt on this tool whether whether it's capable of reading this type of PCM, that is the SIM2K-251. So we're trying one more time just to see how it goes. If it doesn't, then we probably have to give up and then start looking at other options. That is, just concluding that this the OBDStar is not capable of it. But from what I know, others have also complained that reading the SIM2K-251, sometimes it can be challenging. So definitely that's the end of the story for that. So in this particular portion of this video, I was able to get another a similar PCM, and it's also a SIM2K-251, and I'm going to read it to check and see if the tool can actually do if it can actually read the PCM. Just like I said in the earlier video, maybe who knows, the tool is not capable of reading it. So since we have a different PCM to try, we'll be able to verify whether the OBDStar is capable of reading the SIM2K-251 PCM or not. So here we go. We're looking for the 251 and then we pick. Let's just go with the Kia. Then this is a bench mode. So we hit on OK. We just want to see the wiring diagram or the pin connection so that we can connect the cables or the wires. So here we are. This is a PCM that we have, and we can also see it's also a SIM2K-251. So let's hit on the connection pin out or connector pin out, and this is what we have. So we will I already have like the setup from a previous video, so I'm just going to focus on the bench portions because there wouldn't be soldering or there will not be even be the need to open this. I just want to see if it can be read on bench or not. So let me flip this and I will then connect. So this is for the ground. We connect that. Then the next we'll be connecting the power. And there we go. And we'll connect the other 12 volt, the power. At least I'm giving it some light so that we can see it properly. And then the next one is also the other power. So with this we have 3 different power connections of the 12 volt. Then the last 2 will be the CAN high and the CAN low. So we connect that of the CAN high. And last, okay, I believe I didn't connect it right, so just making sure I connect the right wire. So this is for the CAN low. And we finally hook up the CAN high. Alright, so this is our setup, and I also have the 120 ohm resistor connected. And let me separate the boot wire and also the GPT-0 and GPT-01. I mean GPT-1 wires. I've put it to the side. And the next thing is to turn the power. And apart from before we even connect the power to the box, let's connect our OBDStar to the MP001 box. And we can also connect our power to it to give it a 14 volt. So our reading is about 14.53, so I guess on the tool it might be about that is about 14.4 or 14.3. Okay, so we all set. We can hit on back, then we can hit on the start. So this is a bench mode. We pick the ECM, wait for it to load, and we also have internet connection, so this is needed. For the device to connect to the server. So the next thing we can do is hit on connect. Yes. This seems to be taking longer, but I hope okay, it's successful. Alright, so the next thing is to read the flash file. Okay, it's right into the bootloader, and there we go, it's reading the in flash file. So I'm going to speed this. It's usually advisable not to be touching the wires, just let things be. And you can see finally it has read, and then we have the file. So this is the original for this PCM. Let's add go to it just to indicate that that is a good reading. Sorry. So I'm going to add ECM to it because I was thinking that it's written somewhere, but it's not. So this is a good ECU file, and then hit on OK. We've saved that, and then now we can go to the read EEPROM. So definitely this has cleared my doubt about the tool. It was capable of reading, so that means the PCM that I took from the shop was, that is the donor PCM, was not working or could be having an issue. So we saved the EEPROM file. Yeah, okay, we can look at the hex editor to see the information that is on this PCM, and this is the VIN number. So counting the numbers or the alpha numerals is about 17. Going through down to see if it's written somewhere else, but at this point I doubt if there's any VIN written somewhere else. So maybe this one has the VIN written only in one place. Okay, so there seems to be nothing so far. So after scrolling through, definitely I can say there's no any place that stores the VIN apart from the one that we seen at the top. So we should be good with this. So since there's nothing, we can go back to the function and we can disconnect and then hit on yes. And what we'll do is just look at the information in the ECU. just to see if that also shows the VIN or not, but this doesn't. Okay, so we can hit on OK, then hit on back. Okay, just to take one more look at something before I proceed. So after hitting the back, I hit on the same thing again. At least this time I'm going to be doing for the TCM portion. So just checking to see what the connection is. Okay, so with this one it only has two 12 volts, and the third volt has to be taken out. So we turn this off and then disconnect the top left most wire, and we only have two 12 volt or power going into the PCM now. So we've turned on we'll turn the power supply, and I guess everything is okay. So we hit on OK. We are in the TCM or TCU portion. So we hit on connect, hit on yes, wait for it to connect. And there we go. It's doing a security verification, and it's connected successfully. So we hit on the read flash, the in flash for the TCM. I'm also speeding up the process. I'm trying to reduce the light reflection. So one observation is that when reading, it consumes a lot of current. So I guess if it doesn't, if you're using the regular power connector, it might not be able to give it enough boost for it to read the PCM. So this is a good TCM portion that we've saved, and then now we're reading the EEPROM portion of it. And the verification goes smoothly so far. So I would say the OBDStar is capable of reading the SIM2K-251, unless there's an issue with the PCM, then that will be where the problem is. So we saving this good TCM file for the EEPROM, and with that we can say it has been a success. So I'll go disconnect everything and also take a look at the TCM portion of the ECU information, and this is what we're getting. Alright, so I hope this video has been helpful, because it has also helped me clear my doubt about the tool, and I know that the tool is capable of reading the model.